Hello, Seah here. Just jumping on really fast to say that while we recorded this week's episode of Sisters of the Force, my microphone may have had a few problems. And Branwen is obviously an audio genius, so it still sounds great, but it's not quite what you are used to. So bear with us for this episode, and we'll be back to normal next time. Bye! Hi, Branwen.
Hello.
What is your favourite quote from Mando Chapter 22?
You had me at battle droids. This is delivery as well. Pedro's
It's very good.
He just does some brilliant deliveries on his lines. I think by this point, Favreau knows Pedro so well.
Yes.
That, and the character, obviously, like that little kind of triangle of Mando, Pedro, and Favreau is absolutely
great.
Seah,
hi.
What's your favourite line from The Mandalorian Chapter 22?
I had a feeling you hated me. Again, delivery.
Oh my god, that's not the one I thought you were going to do.
No, I bet the one you thought I was going to do is also written down, probably.
I hope you like secretions.
Yeah, I was going to do that.
That was my while watching immediate choice. But I was no.
My other first choice was, I can't destroy everything I've built for a childish fling, which is the first thing I wrote down.
That's a brutal line.
I know.
Brutal line. It's a brutal moment. You're listening to Sisters of the Force, a Star Wars podcast with me, Branwen.
And me, Seah. Hello.
Hello, and we break down Star Wars stuff that we love. And we're currently re-watching all of The Mandalorian and all of Book of Boba Fett in preparation for The Mandalorian and Grogu. And we've got a really awesome plan, which I'm not going to go into all of the details of, but it does involve going to see the film in a cinema in Cardiff Bay. Ooh. Now, any Star Wars geeks out there who don't live in Wales are going to be like, wait, what? Because there's a new General Grievous book that's come out, a graphic novel. Oh. And one of the main characters in it is a Jedi Knight called Cardiff Bay. And when I heard it being reviewed, I think I was listening to Jam Transmissions and he was doing a review. Yeah. And I was like, is it spelt weirdly? Am I hearing that because I'm used to hearing Cardiff Bay?
Cardiff Bay, yeah.
But when I'm Wikipedia and it's Cardiff Bay, but with an E on the end.
What the heck?
So it's got to be somebody who has some connection to Wales.
Yeah.
But anyway, that is really cool that we're going to see The Mandalorian together.
Yay!
In Cardiff Bay.
Cannot wait.
Yeah, me too. I'm so hyped. But we are here today to delve into Chapter 22, Guns for Hire, directed by the Queen, Bryce Dallas Howard.
Yes.
And oh my God, what a controversial episode this is / was.
This is a wild ride.
Is it the wildest? Is it wilder than The Return of the Mandalorian in the Book of Boba Fett?
It's a left turn, another left turn.
Yeah, especially where we got left at the last episode where we thought we knew what was coming next, like retaking Mandalore.
Yeah, sure.
No. We're going to Plaza 15.
Let's find this place that we've never heard of
see
before.
Lizzo.
To see Lizzo and Jack Black.
So crazy. But I think at the time it did upset people because of the stunt casting. I think that was the main things people had against it. I can't remember if this must have been before Lizzo's hiccup with, her team and the court case and everything else. I think this was before that, possibly.
Before that. I can't remember when that happened.
No, I can't. I meant to check. But anyway, whether or not, I think Lizzo isn't somebody that a lot of the fandom menace, they don't like her. She's the kind of artist they're not going to like because... she's here for the queer community, she's a mother and all of that. And they were just like, no, we don't like Lizzo, so we're going to...
Not dealing with it.
thing. And also because of the like weird left turn of it did throw people off again. I mean, I don't understand why Star Wars fans aren't used to being thrown off into another.
It is a thing that happens very regularly.
It does, yeah. And as we've said many times on this podcast, I'm here for it. Anyway.
I'm here for it. It's great fun.
Definitely. and I enjoyed this episode when it came out. I think I was slightly, because it wasn't one of the more important, in inverted commas, episodes for the series.
Yeah.
I was a bit disappointed it was a Bryce Dallas Howard one, because I always look forward to her episodes.
Sure.
And when it turned out that she had directed this one and I watched it and I was like, that wasn't kind of what I wanted from Bryce Dallas Howard.
Plot.
But going back to it, I kind of feel like I don't know who else would have done this.
No.
Like,
do you think they just had we've got all of these people for these 2 days, go, what can you do?
Yeah. Yeah, just throw them in this planet. We'll make it fun. Like everything else has so far been very serious in season 3. Quite dark and quite Mandalorian centric. Yeah. Let's just have some fun.
Yeah,
and I
great.
Think I love
Absolutely.
it. Yeah. I think the randomness of the episode is reflected in the recap, which, again, I don't always mention the recap, but...
It's quite a random recap.
There was a lot of different things. They were obviously like, you need to remember this. Oh, but you also need to remember this. And you need to remember this.
And think about this.
Yeah. It was a lot about bo-katan, to be fair, which is good because she's a key player in this episode.
Of course.
And I feel like this whole episode is almost like a kind of summary of her relationship with Din, or like a consolidation of her relationship with Din, and their like differences and their similarities, and on lots of levels. And it culminates with him, where it gets to with what he says.
It makes sense. Yeah,
to like be able to give her the darksaber and everything.
Yeah, and also the other Mandalorians that were with Bo-Katan before.
Yeah, they come back into the story here.
Yeah. And we needed to know all of their backstory.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they were mentioned, weren't they? Yeah. But the episode proper kicks off with a classic Star Wars opening where you have like a star field and then the camera tilts in some direction or other. Yes. And usually it's up or down. Yeah. But in this case, it was like diagonally up to the right, which I think sort of ties back into what we were just saying about how this was a sidestep episode.
This is a sidestep.
I don't know if they did that on purpose.
This is an odd ship situation as well. We're like, who are these people? What's going on?
We've never seen a Quarren ship. And I found it interesting. The ship itself looked a bit like Mon Calamari vibes. Hang on a minute. I've got to get this right because they changed the name. So the Mon Cala is the planet.
Okay.
And Mon Calamari is the species.
The species. Now. Okay.
I think it used to be the same. They were both Mon Calamari, but I think they've shortened the planet name to Mon Cala.
Mon Cala. Yes.
So anyway, it looked like a Mon Calamari ship in its smoothness, but I guess it's just that watery
thing because it's the Quarren. Yeah. I instantly went pirate ship? Question
mark? Yeah, because it's like unusual.
Are they pirates?
It doesn't look like anything that we've seen before, kind of thing, apart from a little bit like the Mon Cal cruisers and stuff. But yeah, we find out it's a Quarren ship, and it's this. This is this 5.5 minute cold open of like, I don't know. It's amazing. I wrote so much.
Fishy Romeo and Juliet is what I've called it.
Exactly, that's exactly what it is. And she's 6 minutes 30. It's like a good chunk of the episode. It's definitely Romeo and Juliet. It's the star-crossed lovers.
Yeah.
There's a whole load of stuff about what we're going to be finding out when we watch the opening arc of season 4 of the Clone Wars. There's a 3 or 4 episode arc, I think it's 3 episodes, about Mon Cala. And it shows the Mon Calamari and the Republic sort of aligned, fighting against the Quarren and the Separatists. And it turns out, spoiler alert, that Palpatine created the whole mess just to cause destruction and chaos and, all of that kind of thing.
Gotcha.
But that's the sort of canon situation before the Age of the Empire. Like during the Clone Wars, Mon Calamaris and Quarrens were enemies sharing a planet, sharing their watery world together. Yeah. So even though by this point they've kind of done a lot of work as two communities to work together, but evidently there's still a kind of taboo about it.
Still some tension there.
Yeah.
Still some slight racial tension. My note here was that it's fishy Romeo and Juliet. I love it, but it's also giving secondary school production vibes.
Like the dialogue and stuff.
The dialogue, yeah.
Yeah, I feel that's probably on purpose. Like in a kind of comedy, they're playing it for the jokes a little bit, I think. But it's also quite lovely as well. Like even Axe Rose, when the Mandos turn up, he's quite like, I get that you're
doing
in
it for love.
Yeah, I'm really sorry to be doing this, but so funny. Yeah, there's a bit more story seeding about the Imperial Warlords thing.
Yes.
Because the Quarren are really worried. I don't think we get her name.
Her name's Captain Shoggoth.
Shoggoth, that's it. Yeah, she's really worried about this Imperial Warlord situation. Yeah. Which we know from season 3 of Mando that's going to become a big thing in the Outer Rim. And I've just been redoing Aftermath Book 2, and there's quite a bit about the Shadow Council in that. And in fact, we get some names which are probably members of the Shadow Council at this point, or just before, actually, a few years before, of who it is. Although a lot of those are different from the Shadow Council we see in this season of Mando. Yeah. But it's all that sort of feeding into the story, which is what's going to be in the film as well. We know that's in the film. We know we've got this sabacc deck that the New Republic is using
to hunt them down.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It was nice. I feel like that was probably the purpose of this cold open in a way.
Sure.
Apart from to reintroduce us to Axe Rose and show us that they're off doing, mercenary work.
They're off doing their bounty hunting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta take you home, kid.
Oh, they were so in love. They do that weird, like, her tentacles. It's not a kiss, but like her tentacles kind of reach and start touching his face. Just before he gets taken away. It's really interesting.
It's all kind of odd.
Yeah.
It's a bit sluggy. I like it.
Yeah.
I'm here for all of that.
The prince said, I thought Mandalorians were honourable, and Costco says, we are, kid. All it takes is a few credits.
Yeah.
So not that honourable.
We are honourable, kind of.
Unless you're going to pay us not to be.
Yeah, you have to pay us, and then we will.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was very like, but I don't want to go home.
Yeah, he was being a bit
it's quite whiny
about the whole thing. He's very teenagery.
Yeah.
She felt a little bit more, okay, this is what we got to do.
Maybe
you got to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get off my ship.
the masks, like from a practical special effects or whatever, I don't know how they did it, but they were amazing masks. I was a bit caught off guard by their voices because
they don't match.
All the Mon Calamaris that we've heard have that kind of Admiral Akbari sound to it. Yeah. And Quarrens have a particular voice usually, like a particular accent kind of thing, but these seem to just have pretty much
normal
regular human voices. Yeah. So maybe it's just as they get older, their voices change, like I suppose humans do, don't they?
Yeah. Although she sounds older.
Yeah.
He definitely sounds like a child.
I don't know if this has been confirmed or not, but is he season 1, episode 3?
The same kid.
Yeah.
That's what I thought when I saw him. Are they bounty hunting the same kid?
Grief Karga, he's got that little...
Yeah.
What do they call them?
It's the puck,
The little hollow puck thing, of a nobleman's child.
It's got to be the same one. Yeah. It's got to be the same kid. Which means he's been on the run for quite a while.
He's doing well, yeah. Hiding on a quarren ship.
He did well.
I loved, before we leave this, sorry, we keep going on about this bit. It's 6.5 minutes long. I really loved the fish tank pod thing.
Yes.
That they feed fish into the thing that she can eat, and then the whole thing comes down and the water goes with it, and she's left on
she's
her
just left
like
standing there.
Chair. Yeah, it's incredible.
Super cool. She is cool. I didn't like him very much, but she's cool.
No, she was cool.
But then credits, and we're in.
Yes.
Bo-Katan and Mando are on a mission.
Yeah. There were some really nice, fat, percussive synth bass sounds in the main theme. I know we've been talking about the way the main theme keeps getting reiterated. But some super nice bass sounds in that.
Sounds good.
They're coming in on Plazir 15, which I noticed looked quite a lot like Earth.
Well, it looks like the Eden Project in Cornwall.
The actual surface. I mean, like from a distance, it's like the blue and green.
It looks like Earth,
But it does look Eden Project. I've heard I think it was Children of the Watch, said it looked like the Epcot Centre in Disney, which is 100% true as well.
Okay.
And it's also, and this ties in with our podcast and the future episode that we're going to do, it's incredibly Logan's Run-ish.
Oh,
and in
yeah,
fact,
of course.
I feel like some of this episode is a homage to Logan's Run.
Logan's Run, yeah.
Because we've got these domes, we've got like the trains that go through the tubes, which happens on Logan's Run.
Yeah.
And we've got like this planet of pleasure where humans are just there to have fun, which is exactly what happens in Logan's Run. There's no like work or anything.
They're just there, having a nice time.
There's another scene later on that's a direct lift as well, which I'll mention when we get there.
Yeah.
And the reason I say this relates to our podcast is because we are still planning at some point, if we can tie down our guests.
Logan's Run episode.
We're going to be doing a Logan's Run somewhere in the midst of our Clone Wars coverage.
Yeah.
You'll get a random Logan's Run drop.
Excellent. But yeah, my first note here was they run into some Imperial droids.
Yeah.
As soon as they get pulled down. Quite a rude, no, you're not going where you want to go, you're coming this way.
It's very strict.
But also fair enough.
Yeah. You're coming in.
Fair enough.
It's a pleasure planet. Like, it's probably going to be quite oversubscribed with visitors, I would imagine.
Sure, yeah.
There's a bit of exposition from bo-katan, I think, maybe, about how the planet isn't on the New Republic Register, which we find out a little bit more later on about that, and that they're like an independent system.
Yeah.
And the reason that Axe and his team are there is because they've been hired as like a protection military.
Yeah, they're a protection racket.
They're not allowed to have military of their own because of, if it turns out that Captain Bombardier is not necessarily very trustworthy.
Yeah,
there's still synth fanfare when they get the announcement before they go.
Before they get pulled in. It's so good. I quite like it. I like how it sets you on edge because you're like, oh no, what's going to happen here?
Yeah.
But it is all really friendly at the same time.
It's very friendly, but there's like this undercurrent.
Yeah.
And I feel like the whole episode stays pretty friendly. Like you come away from it thinking, well, yeah, it's an okay place.
Yeah, they were fine.
But is it? It's weird. And they've got that system of ruling, which I'm sure we'll get to, of direct democracy, which I didn't know what that was. Where like you don't have elected leaders, but the civilians, the public, vote for every law.
Everything,
Yeah. Which is very interesting.
Really interesting.
And I feel like there's been a lot of times in the UK in the last 10 years or so, 15 years, actually no. The one big instance of that, which was the horror show known as Brexit, went horribly wrong. So maybe that's not such a good idea.
It's not a good example.
I guess if you have a direct democracy, you need to make sure your public are honestly informed at all times.
And that's something that we're astoundingly at.
Yes, as Mon Mothma said, the death of truth is whatever it is that she said about the death of truth, but that's exactly where we are now.
Yeah.
We're heading further and further away as well, the more AI becomes. Yeah, anyway. Well, we can't really do this episode without getting into this because I feel like that is one of the important aspects of this whole episode.
About this episode, yeah. Yeah, it's completely wild. They're in this little bureaucracy shuttle. Again, it's being really polite to them.
Oh, yeah.
But it's access denied. I'm taking you where you need to go.
Yeah.
And I'm going to scan your chain codes. I'm going to know exactly who you are and what you're doing. And
they don't have a choice,
They don't have no choice. And they're in this little shuttle thing, which is really cool. And it looks almost exactly like the driverless trains in Tokyo.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So I was like, ooh, I've been in one of these, but not. It didn't speak politely to me like that. Well, it might have done. It spoke in Japanese.
Yeah, it probably did, I would imagine.
Didn't scan my chain code, but never mind.
While this is all going on, I think we first start seeing this kind of like where Bo is and where Din is at this point of the story and how she's like, we've just got to go along with it. We're just going to play the game because she's got her mission now. She wants to take Mandalore and
she's on a mission.
She's been given permission by the armor in a way.
Yeah.
I mean, not exactly, but that's,
kind of, yeah.
She's been given the confidence to do it.
That's
and
the vibe.
She's got to get her team back. And she's probably very anxious about that. Mm-hmm. And I would be exactly like her on this mission of like, we've just got to, I just want to get there and get it done. Find the people, resolve all the stuff that's been lurking in the background. And
get it done.
Whereas Din is still like, I don't like this. Why are they checking us?
What are they doing? Yeah. He's very suspicious.
They didn't check Grogu's chain
They
code.
did not check Grogu's chain code. And I wondered about that because does he register?
Maybe.
Or is he too young to register? Or what's the...
Could be an age thing, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how that would work.
But, like, he's older than them.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe it can detect, like, DNA of alien species and how they age. I don't know.
Yeah, really odd.
I just want to do a little callback before we get off the train.
Yeah.
The two black droids, the Imperial droids that you mentioned.
Yes.
There's a comic run called Dr. Afra. And she's this amazing character. I think we've mentioned her on the pod before.
We have, yeah.
She's
I've
like
heard that name.
Female, queer Indiana Jones. And
yes.
she's really fun. And she's got two droids that are in her, she owns them.
Yeah.
Called 000 and BT1. And they're chaotic and murderous. And they're like reprogrammed Imperial droids, I think. And they look not exactly like this. The protocol droid looks very like the black protocol droid. And the astromech has got a different shaped head, but it's the same
idea.
Very similar vibes.
Okay. I thought they looked cool.
They did look cool. Anyway, sorry, I was rewinding a little bit there.
That's all right. My next note is, what are Jack Black and Lizzo doing here? What's going on?
In Star Wars, yeah.
yeah. I mean, it makes complete sense, but also it really doesn't at the same time, and I quite like it.
It's incredibly Alice in Wonderland, the whole thing.
Yeah.
Like, is this like the Mad Hatter's Tea Party?
Yeah.
We've got a croquet thing later on. She's called the Duchess. You know, it's just...
It's all very, very Alice in Wonderland.
and at the table, like the Mad Hatter's Tea Party, instead of like...
They've all got like hooker
a dormouse sort of thing. And they're all different aliens. They're like...
Yeah, they're all different species.
I did write them all down. We got Rhodians, Bith, Quirm, Rebet, which are the frog lady things, Sullustans, Ishitib, Ithorian, and a little scurrier, I think it is, leaps onto the table at one point and then jumps off. Yeah, and they've all got the tubes.
Yeah, which I assume are the secretions.
Yeah, and this living alien creature up above them generating the secretions that they're drinking in real time. Well, I really don't know about
that. This is an audio medium, so you can't see Branwen's face, but it was
great. We should capture the video so that we can...
She's not having it.
I do not want secretions. I couldn't think of like a... Is there a real world equivalent of that? I don't know.
I suppose the only thing I can think of is those toads that you supposedly
licking a toad,
to have an experience.
I guess that's probably it.
Because we've had something similar. We had that in Book of Boba Fett with the lizard.
Oh yeah. I forgot about that. Yeah, I guess this is a similar thing, except this is just being done for party.
Yeah, it seemed to be the same kind of similar thing to like a shisha, didn't it? So they're all like similar to like smoking flavoured stuff.
Yeah, it looks pretty well. Maybe I would do it. Maybe you're selling it to me.
You changed your tune quite quickly.
I just want to sit at a table with Lizzo and a bunch of aliens from Star Wars. Well, and Jack Black, to be fair, I love him as well.
Yeah. I did have a note that it looks like a great party.
It does look like a good party. It's fun. There's some chill music. It sounds like kind of East Asian plucked instruments.
Yeah.
But it could have been synthesized versions of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's really nice and peaceful and colourful.
Yeah.
5 lines in and Jack Black is singing.
Yeah.
Of course. He didn't come back to the singing. I think he just had to get it out of his system.
I don't think he can not. I don't think that's a possibility.
Every character,
I think he's quite similar to me in that. I don't think
you sing all the time.
I do.
Your voice notes are basically just songs. Which also, maybe you're a Mandalorian. Because like the songs tell us of blah, 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 blah. Yeah, it's just Seah explaining things.
That's how I explain things. I can't express myself if it's not through song. Jack Black's the same. I know the feels. It's fine.
Yeah.
I did say that he's quite shifty, though. And
he is.
He seems really shifty, but also almost instantly Grogu is a traitor.
Yeah. Grogu can't wait to go and hang out at the party.
Yeah, clearly. He's having a great time.
Even though Din's like, oh no, he won't do this, he won't do that, and then he just immediately does it, which is
straight
exactly
off
what
for a
kids
snack.
do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Show them some food and they'll completely contradict you. Yeah. We do start to hear a bit more about the Captain Bombardier. Yeah. And he's like another iteration of the amnesty program.
Yes.
And it's so different from what Pershing's going
so
through.
different. Yeah.
So is that like related to the level of crime? You know, what is it that made Jack Black be able to come and rebuild this planet and marry this Duchess? And who's paying for it all? And and they're not a New Republic planet. So how are the New Republic Amnesty letting him do this completely out of their
sight?
Thing. I mean, I know there's rules about like military and this, that, and the other, but he's still just living his best life.
Yeah, he's having a great time.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's about repentance, but it can't be necessary. I don't know. It's so
because Pershing's
pretty repentant about it.
He did his whole speech in the thing. We'll never know though, because maybe Pershing would have got there. I don't know.
Yeah. Had he not been flayed.
Yeah. It could well be about like, who do you grass up to the New Republic?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Pershing didn't have anything valuable
to give
in terms of intelligence or whatever for them. Although I feel like he probably did. But I feel like the Duchess has a lot of influence anyway. She was born into this life, I think, from what I gather. So maybe she has a certain sway and maybe she took like responsibility for him. And because she often says stuff like, we're not allowed to have this because of that, and we're not allowed to do this. And she's kind of explaining all the limitations. Whereas Captain Bombardier is just like, oh yeah, we're going to have a party. She's a bit more like careful about how she says things. Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah.
First of all, they're trying to get to the Mandalorian mercenaries. And the Captain and the Duchess are like, no, you can't. Unless
you do us a favour.
Unless you have a little, private investigator.
Come and do us a favour and then we'll let you do a thing.
Yeah. And basically from there on, we've got this sort of film noir-y private investigation, possibly early James Bond.
It hits all of the beats for it, which is great. Like from the crime to the chases to the morgue to the forensics.
The police, the matchbox. It's like going into the nightclub, like all of the trope is great. Like, but everything Star Wars.
Everything Star Wars and everything in like 20 minutes, which is quite impressive.
Yeah, really fast, I think that's why I wrote so many, like I wrote, I can't remember, I said 110 bullet points about this episode. And I think it is because they just cram so much in.
Just goes so fast. I could barely, I've written hardly anything because I was just like in a spin.
Me too. I was pausing it every few seconds. My parents were very twitchy. Yeah. And then I watched most of it again this morning. So dense.
There's a lot happening.
Yeah. So this investigation is to do with some malfunctioning
droids that are definitely malfunctioning and definitely not being coerced. To terrible behaviour.
We hear all sorts of different things from all sorts of different people, and it is like following the breadcrumbs in a really cool way. That's where Din says, you had me at battle droids, which I love, because he just, anything to prove that battle droids are terrible is going to rock Mando's boat.
My nearly favourite line was, they all look suspicious. Which is him again talking about battle droids.
He's not wrong.
No.
So the first step on this investigation is Christopher Lloyd as Commissioner Hellgate. And
what a name for a start. Hellgate.
Yeah, Hellgate.
How did they not
guess
see
who
that one coming?
is the criminal in this whole scenario?
So funny.
Yeah, he explains to them about whatever it is that's going wrong, and he shows them some clips, which are really funny, I thought.
They are really funny. Also, they're so video gamey, like all of the screams that happen and stuff like that. I've heard all of them in video games.
Yeah, so definitely. Like, each one was like a different sort of stereotype. Yeah. And they're all like fuzzy black and white kind of CCTV footage, which always makes me laugh. My favourite one was the droid gets in the speeder, or he's going to park the speeder, and it just intentionally crashes in. Although the cooking droid at the end, we've got one of those multi-armed cooking droids, and we don't see that, but we hear it. It's just like an absolute massacre.
Complete chaos.
And we find out how Plaisir 15 works when Bo says, can't you just turn them off? And the commissioner says we can't.
Nope.
Because if we do, it's all going to go horribly
nuts.
wrong. Yeah.
No one can work anymore. Our society will collapse, which, again, great.
Yeah. There's something a bit, maybe this is like a comment on AI or something.
Yeah.
Like, if we put all our faith in the machines, we've had it. So there's a lesson in there for us, I think.
Definitely. Yeah. But then that gets flipped in a bit.
It does, yeah. Yeah, I love the twists and turns. So the next stop, then, he sends them to the lower levels to talk to the ugnaughts.
Yay!
Which...
oh my God, it's time!
Slightly predictably...
Yeah.
There were a few things that I was considering doing.
But
I was going to do something from the cold open, but... Then I saw the ugnaughts and I thought, I love them. And although they were named by the original trilogy, I don't know that anybody actually says ugnaught in Empire Strikes Back.
Okay.
But they were named because the Star Wars figure of the ugnaught was called Ugnaught. So they've been given a name. But as per usual, the West End Games team who made the role-playing game back just after the original trilogy came out, gave us a lot of background for ugnaughts, and I went and checked with like current canon on Wikipedia, and it is all still relevant, which quite surprised me actually. It gives you a load of information in really early on. I can't remember which book this is in. I think it's in the original rule book. They're mentioned, and it just tells you that they're the pig-like aliens that come from the planet Gentes or Gentes, I'm not sure how you pronounce it, which is in the ugnaught system, which kind of tracks because that's where Han and Leia are when they get out of the asteroid field. And Leia says, "Where are we?" And he says something about the ugnaught system, and she says, "There's not much there." So, but Bespin is near there as well, so that's why there are ugnaughts living on Bespin, and they're kind of They lived in primitive colonies, apparently.
Sure.
And then when Cloud City first began its operations mining Tabanagas, presumably, the less than reputable leadership of that city, headed by the enterprising eccentric named Lord Fig, searched the nearby systems for a cheap form of manual labour. And I guess this is where it starts to get a bit...
imprison the ugnaughts.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Like this whole thing that ugnaughts have about servitude, which we've heard Quill talk about a lot. So they were eager to work for next to nothing, and they were encouraged because I think they were living quite primitively. And when they started to see Cloud City, it was like, oh yeah, we want to go and live there, and we don't mind how little we get paid. And they did seem to, they reveled in their work from what we could see. They were very serious about their work in The Empire Strikes Back. And looking back at what Quill said about servitude kind of, ties into that.
Makes sense,
Doesn't mean it's right, guys.
No, not at all. Not at all.
But there's a nice little extract from Galaxy Guide 3, which is specifically about The Empire Strikes Back. About a character called Ugloste. And it tells you just a little story about what happened when the Imperials came to Cloud City. And like the renewed threat that the ugnaughts were now facing. And it's an interesting read, and I love how it ties in really well with all the new lore, because I think mostly what we're getting in the new canon comes from The Mandalorian, comes from Quill and this episode and everything we see about them here.
Sure.
Yeah, this story is specifically about the carbon freezing thing.
Oh, yeah.
And it says an Imperial officer told this Ugloste to modify the carbon freezing chamber and handed him the specifics on a datapad. So he is responsible for trying to make the carbon freeze safe for humans. So we've got Ugloste to thank that Han survived.
Survives the whole thing.
And I think he doesn't really want to be bothered with it.
Yeah.
But you can see that the human's been tortured when he scans the human's anatomy. So you can see that Han was like, his body had been trashed a bit.
Tortured beforehand.
And it reminded him of his past and his wife, who was tortured similarly. It's quite dark.
Oh, no. That is dark.
But then he sort of like thinks, well, whatever, it's just a human.
Fair.
He makes the changes. But then like he makes it so that it's not going to be deadly.
Right.
And Yeah, it's this really interesting story.
Because then by the time we get to Mandalorian, it's kind of standard to carbon freeze beings.
Yeah, it's become like a mode of bounty hunting,
Yeah.
By the very end, because he watches Chewie going bananas and he watches Han and Leia and their affection for each other, and as he thinks back to his wife, he makes some changes at the last minute, just a little adjustment on the machine. I think we see him when you watch it again, there's an ugnaught running around at the last minute, and I think it's supposed to be him.
It's supposed to be
and
him.
he changes it to make it so that it's not painful.
Oh.
So he's sort of saving Han from any more suffering. It's almost a bit like the from a certain point of view thing, but just
a tiny
the role-playing game books have got lots of that. When they talk about an alien species or a ship or a weapon type or transport, whatever, they often have little column stories to fill up the space in the layout and stuff. That's kind of what one of the creators said about it. Like often they were just filling up the layout,
filling up the gaps.
So they were just writing these little stories, which have now become, they really sort of inform what
goes on now.
These characters stuff. Yeah, it's really cool.
Aww.
We love an ugnaught.
We do love an ugnaught. I really enjoyed seeing more of them.
Yeah, lots of them.
Lots of them in one place, and also just completely like, no, I'm not talking to you until Din speaks to them in a way that they don't mind being spoken to.
Yeah, she's kind of impatient. Again, it's her like she's just trying to push through.
Get this done.
Yeah. There was a line here where I think Din says, you see what happens when you rely on droids?
Yes.
It might have been just before they go down.
Yeah.
And Bo and Din are kind of having this kind of like banter throughout the whole episode.
Yeah.
And a lot of it feels like Bo, I've said she's glass half full and Din is glass half empty.
Yeah.
Which is true in a lot of ways. But I think some of that in this particular episode is because she's trying to push forwards.
Yes.
Whereas Din is being faced with a whole load of stuff about droids, which is not his comfort zone.
No.
And so maybe that's why he's a bit...
Well, he just wants to get rid of them all, doesn't he? He's got no patience or time for any of this.
Yeah. And he might be a bit cross because Grogu's off with the Duchess having a good time.
Grogu's a traitor.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
But yeah, he talks the ugnaughts round. He mentions Quill. He says, I have spoken, which... made me cry a little tear. We hear the bell music, the bell theme from the end of the main credits music, which is kind of Quill's music now because that's what we heard when we saw his dead body at the end of whatever it was, episode 7, chapter 7.
All that time ago.
The ugnaughts are very proud and they're almost in denial about the fact that there's a problem, that the droids shouldn't be malfunctioning.
Yeah, I read that completely as... But they're not malfunctioning because they know that they're not malfunctioning.
Oh, they're doing what they're programmed to do.
They're doing what they're programmed to do. So they were like, cool, well, no, there's no problem here because they're doing what they're supposed to.
Yeah.
And like the ugnaughts don't really have a stake in it in the same way that the other...
Interesting. Yeah, they're like neutral parties. Yeah, they're just there to do the maintenance. They don't really... Interesting. Hadn't thought of it like that, but
So I just didn't see them. I saw them as that was kind of your first clue that no, they're not malfunctioning. It's not a problem. Everything's working as it should.
Yeah. So they're then sent to the docks.
They go to the docks and we get some lovely little shuttle exposition I've written down here on the way.
Just filling us in.
Yeah. Just let us know what's going on. Great. We don't have much time.
No, it's like you've just got to keep going. We're very much on Bo's journey here.
Yeah.
She says, I've not seen battle droids since the Clone Wars, and Din says, I have. Which at first I thought, does that mean like that flashback that we've seen of his family and him being put, was that not in the Clone Wars then? But then I remembered that he's seen them since then. Yeah. In some of these episodes. So.
Yes, he has. And then we get the dock worker droid. They all look suspicious. And he's just like booting them to test whether they're annoyed by him or not. Which, to be fair, I think that's quite a good way of testing them.
Yeah.
He's got the right idea.
It ends up working, pretty much. It struck me for the first time ever, and I can't believe I've not noticed this, but I don't think B2s speak. Maybe they have spoken.
Oh,
B1s
good
speak
point.
all the
B1s
time.
speak all the time, yeah. They're
Roger, Roger.
quite annoying, yeah. That was almost another line for me. You should have left them alone.
There's a B1, a modified B1, modified is understating it, in the Aftermath trilogy called Mr.
Okay.
Bones, and he's like an incredible character. He's probably one of the best characters in the trilogy.
Okay.
And Mark Thompson, who does the audiobook version of it, does such a great job with the voice of him. And obviously they put the effect on whatever it is, like a kind of filter and this and the other bit of distortion. But in the book, it describes Mr. Bones' voice as being glitchy and like sliding up and down in pitch all the time.
Okay.
And it sings a lot discordantly, and Mark Thompson does such a great job. It's
amazing.
Like the best.
That's what I'd be like if I was a droid.
Yeah, you'd be a modified B1.
So good.
But then one of them does respond to the provocation. And we have an amazing sort of like corridor into the streets chase.
Yeah.
We get into the streets, like the cinematography is unbelievable. Like it's all pink and blue neon, which is like doing it for me anyway.
Yeah.
But like it looks huge, and there are so many background characters and stuff going on everywhere. It's wild. It's cinematography, cinema standard. It's incredible. It reminds me of like the Attack of the Clones scene, when Obi-Wan and Anakin go into the
chasing the
underworld stuff.
Yeah,
Sam Wessel. Yeah, Sam Wessel.
Nice.
And again, it ends up with them going into a bar, but not yet.
Oh yeah, because they've got a crime scene first.
They have to have the crime scene. The constable droids come along.
Yeah,
there's some brilliant like hollow police tape.
I love that.
Written in Arabish, which I meant to pause to see if it says "Police line, do not cross." But in Arabish, but it's holographic, but it's yellow and stripy, just the same as on Earth. So funny. And they find the spark pad, which I looked it up, and it doesn't really tell you anything on Wikipedia except that it's something to do with droids. It's a matchbook. Let's just call it what it is.
Yeah. It's a matchbook
for the Resistor, which is this club.
Gonna lead them
we now go to the club.
Bar. There's a gonk droid just outside the bar.
Yeah, gonking happily.
Gonking
doing
away.
His thing. Some more amazing diegetic techno. I feel like
this is my favourite music cue of this episode because this droid techno slaps. It's amazing. They are having such a good time.
It connects us to the Sanctuary and Book of Boba Fett music, which isn't specifically droid, but they have got a droid drummer, which is probably key to the overall vibe. Beats make all the difference. I feel like in Mando and Book of Boba Fett, I was going to say we've had some of the best diegetic music we've ever had in Star Wars. And this is very true, but Andor should not be overlooked.
Andor
season 2, oh my God. Yeah, anyway.
Yes. I've seen that bit.
But it comes back, I think. I think it comes back. And there's more amazing diegetic music to come from where you used to be up to. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's just, we're just getting, I think possibly it feels as though a combination of Joseph Shirley and Ludwig are giving us like a really high threshold of what diegetic music in Star Wars needs to be. Yeah. From the little honky weird synth like fanfares that we get. We've had multiples of those in season 3 already.
Loads of them.
To the bar music, the club music and what have you. To the classical stuff in the background of like the party here, with Jack Black and the wherever we go, we're getting some quality diegetic stuff.
Some great music.
Really cool.
I love how you get that classic trope of everyone stops, but because they're droids, they just all completely stop.
Yeah, it just absolutely stops. And we get the opposite line of, I don't think they get many of our kind here, instead of, we don't serve your kind here. Even the framing of it when they appear on the right in the entrance, it's like shot the same as the cantina.
So good.
I mean, Bryce Dallas, she loves Star Wars, so not surprised at all. So many droids. Is this like every type of droids? I started writing them down. It's like, there's just too many of everything. And
there's too many. There is so many.
Hearing all these different voices and bleeps and burbles.
And the way they move,
The bartender's got that ring modulator Eve 99 voice.
Yes.
which is a nice little...
I wrote that the bartender's quite sassy as a droid. It's pretty...
it starts to say we're in the full compliance with planetary hierarchical, and then Mando cuts her or him. I think it's a him, isn't it? Possibly. I don't know. Droid genders are often difficult to tell. Let's call it a day. Din interrupts, and so we never get to hear what the planetary hierarchical thingy was going to be.
No.
And I'm a great lover of that kind of Star Wars
knowing
pointlessness.
That,
But Din says, I'll yank your memory circuit and dissect it back to the back of the lab. Bo-Katan has to calm it down.
Calm him down. It's just like, no, chill, stand down, Din. But this is where we get the switcheroo with the droid saying, we're going to be replaced by humans.
Yeah.
And it's
so cool.
My God.
Such a great story. They've been given a second chance because the New Republic would have had them decommissioned just because the New Republic is just being maybe a bit heavy-handed with the droids. Whereas because they date back to the Confederacy of Independent Systems, but how short memory the New Republic has that what took down the Confederacy of the Independent Systems was the Empire. And so to just shut them down, I don't know whether they're shutting them down because they were from the Separatists or is very interesting.
Or what's going on? Yeah.
It's another example of the grey politics of Star Wars, which I think is a really good story point of what George did with the prequels and how we're made to sort of doubt the Republic in the end and the Jedi and how their motives are all really messy and
it's all a bit confusing and a bit
problematic.
Not sure.
And the Empire, and then the New Republic is just doing all of the same mistakes. And I think this episode tells us a lot without actually telling us that. We just get a vibe of that.
Yeah, of course.
We're already suspicious because of Carson Tava and that whole story and Dr. Pershing, all the other stuff we've seen so far in season 3. But there's some underlying stuff in here that really, it kind of feeds into your subconscious without you even noticing, unless you're doing what we're doing, which is
unless you're actually
analysing it. Indeed.
It's interesting because it really humanizes all the droids as well, and you start to feel for them in a way.
Which is what I meant last week when I said that we were going to have some stuff about our behavioural tracking. There was nothing specific that got me thinking about droid behavior in this, except the whole thing is a bit about that, about their want to survive, they're desperate to survive. So does this mean they're not getting wiped? Are they all developing personalities? And
they certainly seem to be developing personalities, this lot.
The fact that they're all sitting around
they're all in a bar. What do droids need a bar for?
They're doing cheers with their nepenthe things that's connected to them and chinking glasses, and hanging out. And there's two hanging outside the club where the gonk droid is. There's a couple of protocol droids I noticed on the second watch, and they're just having a chat. They're just chatting.
So they are kind of bizarrely human.
Yeah,
it's very interesting.
The management of the droids feels really sketchy on Plazir 15, which suggests that they're probably not getting their regular memory wipes that they would on a more organised New Republic planet maybe. So this is what happens, is that the droids start to develop a thing, which, is it a problem? Because it's not, this isn't what's causing the problem.
No.
The infecting programming is what's causing the problem.
Yeah.
The droids just living their lives and developing personalities seems to be doing a good thing.
That seems to be fine.
It's making the droids have consciences and want to be good at their jobs and be worthy and stuff.
Because they're trying. They're all trying really hard.
It's really interesting.
It is interesting.
There's some really nice music while they're having this conversation with the barman.
Yeah.
That's not diegetic, because I don't think the diegetic music seems to come back. It just stays silent after they walked in.
But whichever one was playing it stopped.
Yeah. But there's some sort of tense music, which is sort of raising the stakes a little bit, which is clicky percussion, thing. And there's some synth chords which are playing jazz extended chords, minor nines and stuff, which is very film noir-y, the jazz score of a lot of the film noir films and things like vibraphone and stuff. It's got that vibe. And then some of the early 1960s James Bond, which is still informs modern James Bond, but obviously James Bond in the 60s sounded quite different but it is that vibe.
From how it does that,
There's like the
Some
James Bond chord, which is a minor major 7, which we don't actually hear in this episode, I don't think, but we're tending in that direction of extended chords.
Slowly towards it, yeah.
But the music becomes more like emotive and plaintive as the droid continues to tell their story and like starts complaining about, you know, the way that they've been treated and how desperate they are. So it's really like, it gets very emotional.
Again, it's the humanizing. But they find out a bit about this. They find out a bit about the Nepenthe. What is it called?
Nepenthe. Nepenthe.
Nepenthe. Don't know what I was about to call it then.
This was all a bit mind-blowing. It contains program patches.
To patch their programming.
Depending on what the mainframe, wants to happen, it can just feed the droids.
Yeah, that hurt my head a bit.
Rather than the droids having to like directly take orders from somebody or be patched into a master computer or attached to a network.
But then that's quite a humanizing way for them to go and get their updates, isn't it?
They just like imbibe.
Go and hang out at the bar.
Go and have a drink and then you'll know what you've got to do tomorrow kind of thing. It's super interesting.
I wonder how many droid places there are like that. Where that's how it works.
This is the first time we've seen this in Star Wars, I think.
And
I wouldn't mind betting that it doesn't come back again at some point. Because, well, I don't know. Interesting. There's a great line that the barman says, "Organics created us. It's the least we can do." And the droids, when he says that, that's before they start talking about the Nepenthe, I think. The droids all go wild, like in agreement. They're like celebrating their servitude and how grateful they are to have an existence. Which is really interesting, having just come from a scene with ugnaughts. See, oh my God, this episode is so heavy. Everyone just thought this was a throwaway episode, but
it's definitely not a throwaway. There's so much happening, and there's so many layers to peel back. But also, it's being delivered in such a fun way.
Behind this sort of like deceptively fun.
Wild.
Oh my gosh! So it turns out that there was a batch of Nepenthe that's been causing the malfunctions.
That had strange nanobots in it. But to find that out, we have to go to Robot Morgue.
Which amazing.
We're in a droid morgue now.
I thought I recognised the actress who played the lab tech. She looked like, I can't remember the actress's name from Orange is the New Black. She's like she does stand-up and stuff as well.
I know the one.
But it's not her, I don't think. I looked up and it wasn't her, unfortunately. I'd love to see her in Star Wars, though.
This bit is like that whole, I grew up watching things like Waking the Dead and all that kind of crime CSI stuff. And I love that they were doing this with droids. It's just like, let's get in the forensics lab, but quick.
There's an assistant droid, which is an Imperial... torture droid looking thing, and it has the same sound design. It's white to put us into a full sense of security,
but it's different.
And I don't think it's supposed to be a torture droid, but it like sows that seed in your brain when you hear that same sound that Princess Leia heard just before she was tortured. But then it all goes bananas, and this is the second Logan's Run. Well, no, it's about the fifth Logan's Run reference. There's a scene in Logan's Run where they're at like the plastic surgery place. And everything malfunctions and the laser cutters go wild and start cutting people into pieces. Well, not cutting people into pieces, but I think the lasers in that are red, whereas the lasers in this are green. But the way the two lasers go at different angles to each other and make it really difficult to like avoid being hit by them. Very much like Logan's Run. I'm sure it's a Logan's Run reference. I really want to ask Jon Favreau. If I ever meet Jon Favreau, I'm going to say, did you watch Logan's Run? That's going to be the only question.
Is that a Logan's Run reference?
Yeah, I'm sure he did. I think when we do our Logan's Run rewatch, we should compare and contrast with this episode a little bit.
Compare the scene. Okay, we can do that. But it made short work with the Darksaber. Din does a very sneaky maneuver round the back kind of thing, cuts it in half. And we get into this like microscopic look at the particles in the Nepenthe, and they're nanodroids. So they're like microscopic droids rather than what is regularly in the Nepenthe, or is that supposed to be? I don't know. Maybe they're a particular type of nanodroid. They're doing something particular, aren't they?
Yeah. So, but I imagine that's what the Nepenthe has in it anyway. By way of giving them the programming they need. is the stuff that contains the program patches, is that nanodroids, or are these just whatever?
Or is that just code?
Yeah, I don't know if we need to know the difference.
There's something weird going on.
But there are definitely some nanodroids in there, and we get the whole kind of rotate perspective and then zooming in, and it's like so many films. Yeah, so many films. I think Blade Runner is probably the original shout out, but
for that.
It's been done many times since. And it turns out that it's a chain code, and it belonged to the Techno Union. I started looking at the Arabesh, and one of the Arabesh said something about code something or other.
Okay.
But then there was another bigger bit of text that just said AFET, like affect.
Oh.
Affect. Googled it, couldn't find anything about it, so I don't know what that means. But it probably means something because they don't just throw random letters in Arabic. They always say something.
No.
And it's usually very carefully constructed. So I don't know what AFET means.
Intrigue.
Yeah.
And mystery.
A little bit of Easter egg intrigue, maybe.
A little bit of forensic.
Yeah.
I was so confused by this point. Or not, like, I wasn't confused. I understood what was going on, but they're deliberately chucking in a load of language that is just like, whatever.
Yeah, I said the tech jargon is wild at this point. I had to
just make
pause
you tune it out
multiple times, and then I went and found the transcript online just to try and understand it.
Oh, that's why you were looking at transcripts. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I often do because I don't get my quote. I want to get my quotes right and all of that.
Fair enough.
But yeah, it turns out that this particular nanobot thing from the Techno Union was requisitioned illegally. It didn't go through the proper Plasma 15 route. And they narrow the
not approved
individual down to being Commissioner Hellgate.
Yes.
And I would have get away with it too if it wasn't for you pesky kids.
Exactly. It was very Scooby-Doo villain ending. It was him all along.
Yeah.
But then, this whole bit just seems like nuts because of how quickly it all happens.
Yeah.
I guess. It's there is no time between I'm gonna make everything malfunction now to no you're not to you've been arrested to you're in exile.
Yeah.
Yeah,
there was no quick. There could have been a chase, or something once he realised he was. There was a little standoff, wasn't there? Because he was going to push the the huge red button.
Yeah, he was going to push the button.
Don't make me do it.
Bo was like, absolutely not. Here you go. We'll freeze you.
Especially when we find out that he was a Dooku lover, wasn't he? He says Count Dooku knew what he was talking about.
He was a separatist.
Bo's not having it. She just says politics and shoots him.
Yeah.
And then we get this Alice in Wonderland croquet scene.
Croquet.
With little bouncing bugs.
Yes. Where Grogu's helping her cheat.
He's cheating, yeah.
He's using the Force.
I love Grogu.
He's such a little sneak in this episode. He's been so... He's not bothered at all that his dad's off doing something dangerous.
He's definitely not being a good Jedi, and he's not really being a good Mandalorian either at this point.
No.
But he's living his best life. He's having fun.
He's having a great time.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
But then this is they bring him in and they're like, it was him all along, and they very quickly go, well.
Yeah, we're not going to kill you, but we will send you to this the moon of Paraquat. Which we never find out what that is, and there's nothing about it online. It's just one of those classic Star Wars throwaways.
My note here was just exiled, bugger off, lol, all happened quite fast.
He seems to have been very much part of her side of the thing. He calls her Milady, and she's very polite to him and disappointed in him a bit, I think. But he doesn't.
He says, I'm sorry to disappoint you.
Yeah. He genuinely...
okay.
He doesn't like the Imperial. I think that's what it is.
No. Yeah.
I kind of understand that because he was part of the...
I had a feeling you hated me.
He's presumably got links with the Techno Union. Maybe that's why he's doing the job he's doing, because that's where he got the nanobots from. And so he would have been anti-Empire. And so he would have been anti-Bombardier, which is interesting because then you get that sort of well, the enemy of my enemy is my friend kind of thing.
Yeah.
Of could the Duchess and this guy be on side with the New Republic in the long run? I don't know. I think we're thinking too deep.
It's all very odd.
We're never going to come back to this, I don't imagine.
No. No, that's it. This is it.
But the upshot is, finally, side quest successful. They're now allowed to go and see the Mando privateers.
They've been given a comically giant key.
Huge key. It's literally a key and it's massive.
Grogu's been given a knighthood.
Yeah. Grogu is Knight of the Ancient Order of Independent Regencies, which I'm sure that's going to come back. Like, you don't make Grogu a Knight of the Ancient Order of Independent Regencies unless... They probably will come across the Independent Regencies again, because that sounds like it's something Outer Rimish.
Outer Rimmy. Yeah, it sounds quite Outer Rimish.
And most of what these storylines seem to continue in the Outer Rim. I think Mando's going to be out in the Outer Rim still in the film. So, yeah. Okay, now we get to the actual storyline.
Okay, now we're back to the main plot. It's all been a wild ride of go to here, then do this, then do this, then do this, do it all really fast, and now the plot.
Now we're back to the plot, and it's a kind of a tense face-off, I guess, between Bo and Axe, and
it's very medieval knight, though, isn't it?
It is, yeah, and it's like we've got to fight for leadership
to this challenge,
which they do.
Let's have a duel
spectacularly.
Yes.
the kind of, I called it the night owl theme, though we don't really know what this branch of Mandalorian is called, but it's that gated synths thing that we first heard in the ARS episode.
I love it.
Which was Bryce Dallas Howard's episode. I've just remembered that. Maybe that's why they gave her this one to direct. Maybe.
Okay.
Because of this, like, it's a very bo-katan heavy episode.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Similar bit.
Anyway, so we get these lovely gated synths. There's some like bending drone notes. Like it's a classic tension drone, and it's just bending a little bit in pitch, going up and down a few cents, which is very unsettling and a great tension trick when you're scoring. But then it starts to go wild once the fight starts happening.
Yes, and they are pulling out all of the stops.
All of the weapons come out. Axe's vibra knife buzz merges with the score. I noted, like it's got this kind of same sort of thing as the synths, the sawtooth wave synths thing.
Yes,
kind of cool.
Oof.
All of the things, rocket packs, the whip cords, flamethrowers, everything is happening.
This is when my notes get a little bit bizarre.
It's hard to make notes on this kind of scene, I think. I sort of started focusing on the music a lot. There's this sort of jangly rhythm synths, I called them, or synths or samples, I wasn't sure which. It's that, a bit like the Mudhorn scene with that weird sampled voice thing. It wasn't exactly like that, but it was the same thing, whereas it's like, is that a synth or is it a sample? It's heavily manipulated with these big orchestral, like, unison low notes, and then the strings start playing chords with these amazing sort of parallel chords, which is quite unusual. And I got really deep into the music of this episode.
Nice.
Really cool.
Bo's not having any of this.
No.
She's like, I've had enough. No more blood.
She takes him down. Yeah, she gets him on the ground.
Yeah, but she's not going to kill him.
The crowd look unsure.
They're all a bit uncomfortable, aren't they?
They're not 100% sure what to do, because before this, they would have been following her. And some of them would probably still believe that she is Mandalore, you know?
Yeah. They're all a little bit...
She says Mandalorians are stronger together. She's sort of like channeling the armor a little bit, like the armor's speech to her in the previous episode is sort of feeding into what she's now saying here of like, we've got to do all of this together.
Yeah.
But Axe says a misguided zealot possesses the blade, one who, I might add, has not a drop of Mandalorian blood in his veins, which
also doesn't matter, famously.
Yeah.
Famously not a thing.
And considering he's one that was like sneering at the Children of the Watch when we first met him, like you're saying they're too purist and now you're being all first blood.
And now you're being weird.
Yeah.
That's very odd. I think it's that's just his last kind of grasp at...
Yeah, he likes the leadership thing.
He likes the power.
He doesn't want to give it up.
No. And he has just been put on his back.
Din ends the whole thing anyway by...
revealing the secrets.
He doesn't own the Darksaber anymore because she won it because she beat the weird...
She beat the creature
droid thing.
Yeah.
Which does all scan. It's a little bit of a stretch, but
it's a tiny,
I think we talked about this.
You've been holding on to that one, Din, haven't you? Just
had to sit and work it out.
You've been holding that back just for a bit. All right, fine. Have it your way. Give her the Darksaber.
We were talking about this a few weeks ago, I think, about this whole, like, special weapon that can only be won by blah, blah, blah.
Yes, by fighting.
Unless ... and that there's always a way around it.
And this is the way around in this case.
Yeah.
Which, fine. It does track, it does scan, but also, why didn't he give it to her at the time?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I guess maybe he knew probably that she wouldn't want to take it, but in this moment, like, this is the moment. You know, with those things that you have to wait for the right moment to reveal them.
Sure. And I suppose I did actually have a note earlier on, which is when they're on their way to the Mandalorian camp, for the first time ever, she doesn't have a plan. She's winging it.
Yeah.
And so he steps in with her winging it.
Yeah.
And he goes, here's a way that I can help.
Yeah.
So
yeah, definitely. That's good.
I guess that's kind of the way.
Yeah.
But still.
Eventually, Axe agrees, and
sure.
Immediately that he says, because Mando says, would this blade not then belong to her? Would it not belong to her? And Axe says, it would. And immediately we get the low piano, dum-dum, and the beat of the Mandalorian. And this is my favourite music cue. It brought tears to my eyes. Like the arrangement of it, the horns start building and the strings come in and they add the major seventh. That is the armourer's note, you know, the twangy down that we keep referring to. That major seventh comes in on the strings. So we've got the armourer's thing, and then all the chords start to become lush, and it's like everything's coming together. We've got the Children of the Watch with the major seventh, and we've got the Mando solo theme. We've probably got some of the Night Owl stuff mixed in, and it's all of the Mandalorians in this final music cue.
Ooh.
As she lights the darksaber, the camera tracks in.
Yeah.
My brain was going, yes!
What?
And we got to black. And
Bo-katan is the leader of Mandalore.
Yeah.
She's done it.
I continued writing notes after it had finished.
Yes.
Only 2 notes. One of them was that the Night Owls really want the darksaber thing to be definitive.
Yeah.
And it never is.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things that, like, only the Sith deal in absolutes. It's that similar vibe that you can't, like, not everything's cut and dried. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't just put all of your faith and culture and belief system into one weapon.
Sure.
But for now, they'll take it.
Yeah.
My other thing that I noticed is in the post-credits, not in the post-credits, during the credits, the concept art stuff.
Yes.
The concept art of Plasia 15 actually falls way short of what they achieved on screen, which isn't always the way. Sometimes it's the other way around.
Sometimes it's the other way around.
The concept art is like, oh my gosh, that looks so incredible. And what we got was good. But in this, I feel like the colour and the design of the actual episode and what they did with
was actually
the art
better.
design generally was way better than the concept art. So
great. Love it when it's that way around.
Good work for Bryce Dallas Howard for motivating the design crew. Love it.
I did make another note after it finished, but I didn't complete the sentence, and it's gone now.
Never
so
know.
I've got no idea what it was.
Oh, I've just remembered something that we didn't mention. That I'm going to do a reel the week this comes out of a montage of. If that's not the quactical and the stifling slimy.
Oh, yes! I forgot that
the
was
commissioner dropped that line again.
Yeah, all of them. We need to find all of them, screen record them all.
Christopher Lloyd gave his only little spin on it. So I think we've had 2 Bobas, 1 commissioner and 1 Pelly at this point.
We've also had a Cad Bane.
Oh, yes! So there's 5.
We've had a Cad Bane.
Amazing.
Done it as well. Yeah.
I can't wait to do this. Oh dear. It's the little things. It's the little details.
The little things. Oh my goodness.
What an episode. What
a wild ride.
The wildest episode. It just keeps getting wilder and wilder. I love Star Wars. It's just amazing.
It's so fun.
Yeah.
It was so fun. And I was in like several different spaces at once trying to rewatch this episode this morning. And I'm just like, what is going on?
Yeah.
I'm so confused. I'm trying to mix the audio on this film and then I'm having a Star Wars break and it's the wildest one I could have possibly had.
I had a load of time this morning that was normally I would fill with work, obviously, as a freelancer.
Yeah,
but I spent about 2 hours on this, just going through the notes that I took 2 nights ago normally, I like the notes I take while I'm watching it are fine, and I sometimes spend 10 minutes just color coding them afterwards so that it's easier for me to read.
Up.
But I spent 2 hours like looking things up and going down rabbit holes. There's so many layers. I think it's like
so
we've been saying, there's so much in the episode. It's so fast.
Yeah.
And there's like multiple things going on all the time. So many layers, which considering people dismissed it as a throwaway episode.
It's a throwaway.
No, it was not.
But also, like, the place where it left us in the episode before, and then to take this wilder sidestep.
Yeah.
We've only got 2 episodes left. How in the hell are they wrapping this up in 2 episodes?
They've got 2 episodes to take Mandalore. That's it.
What?
To be fair, the next 2 episodes are pretty long. I think the next one's an hour.
Yes, I think that is the case, isn't it?
It's like 50
50
minutes or something for the last one. They're both. It's like a feature film left. Which all they got to do is take Mandalore.
Sure.
Easy. Go to Mandalore.
I mean, they solved all of this in a very short space of time.
I mean, look how quick they did a CSI Plaza 15.
They did such a... That was really fast, to be fair.
About 20 minutes.
About 20 minutes, yeah. 20 minutes
Smashed
of CSI. Oh, wild. Anyway.
If you enjoyed this, go and give us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts.
Yeah, do that.
And Spotify. If we didn't earn it in this episode, what more can we do?
Right? Yeah. We've got nothing else.
If you could do that, it'd be amazing, because it will help more people to find us, because it helps the podcast algorithm.
Helps the algorithms. Yeah. It helps all the algorithms and helps the droids do their service.
Yeah. Go and follow us on all the things. If you're following us on Instagram or Blue Sky or even Facebook, and you see us post something like a reel or a little post or whatever,
interact with it,
and you feel like you could repost, that would really help us. Or even better, put it in your story for 24 hours. That would be super amazing. And just like say, follow these people, they're amazing.
That'd be really useful.
That'd be really helpful. Even if you don't really think we're amazing, you know.
Yeah,
you don't have to think we're that good. But just do that for us.
You don't have to think we're that good. You just have to help.
Yeah, we'll be very grateful.
If we have sparked any sort of joy at any point.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to be back.
We shall be back. We shall be back next week.
Chapter 23.
It's my birthday episode.
Yes!
Yay!
And we've got a guest. We've got a first guest in a little while. It's been just me and you for quite a while.
Well, it has been, hasn't it?
But we've got a super lovely guest coming back who's not been on for
remember how to do this.
He was our first guest, in fact.
He was our first guest.
And we haven't had him back since. I've had a few Star Warsy chats with him since then. And I'm really looking forward to breaking down this episode with him.
Excellent.
Yeah. We'll be back then.
Excellent. Until then.
Bye.